Um, Today we are opening up, so we will relax and open and kind of close up the week or the weekdays. So we're going to start, I'd like to start reclining. So let's lie down, and if you are comfortable using props, I hope you have them, something to use to find somewhat of a back bend. And good morning. So I said, and good morning. I meant, and good morning, Miriam. But I have this habit of try not to say names at a certain point so that I don't have to edit them out. But now I'll edit this out. All right, so let's start by getting creative and finding a way to recline in a comfortable position that might also be an opening position. So that means something different for everybody, really. I'm looking myself to open up the chest because, you know, a little extra time spent using the arms this way could be this, whatever it is. It's closing things up here. So I want to open that. So just check in and see what can you create, or maybe you're just going to lie down without any blocks, any blankets, and just let the body rest. So at this time, this is our moment of, you know, remembering what is this practice for. So as you settle, start to come into that on your own. What is this practice for me? What is it for today? What is it for in the bigger picture of my life? What is it for those that I interact with? Sink into those meanings. Relax into them. And then begin to deepen the breath, slowing it down. And as you're here, relaxing the muscles in the face and noticing the breath, so that maybe it feels right to you to breathe in Ujjayi Pranayama, that victorious breath. That breath sounds like an ocean, has the same quality, the waxing and the waning, and you can hear it. Now that's a really important breath. It's one that helps us get into a mindset that can transition into concentration, sitting for meditation. It's good for stronger practices to keep us present and even. For slower practices, it's not necessary. It's okay to have a gentler breath, but just keep that breath consistent. So the inhale and the exhale match, and they're still long and deep. And if you find it's hard to maintain that, then just shift into this victorious breath. It's going to be easier, provides more feedback. And so figure out where you're going to breathe, how you're going to breathe. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Nice clearing breath. And now we're going to start to find our way out. So all of us are in a potentially different position. It's hard to know what position you're in, but from lying down, we can all shift into a bound angle posture, Baddha Konasana, by bringing the soles of the feet together, sitting on top of blankets if the knees are higher than the hips here. If they're really, really high, then you're going to sit on blankets. If they're a little high, maybe an inch or so, then you're good to be right here. Now, it may seem strange, but sitting really high up, if you have that issue with the knees being high up, that's because of a lot of tightness in the hips, then sit really further up than you think is necessary, and then fold there. So it's really important to invest in these sorts of props. Always have them around, especially for this opening practice. Let's take about 10 deep breaths here. See if you can let the head go just a little bit more. Another breath or so, feeling a fuller release. And then we'll start to unroll the spine, lift the head. And let's cross the ankles and find some twisting action here. So let's inhale, reach the arms upwards. Exhale, twist to the right, left hand to right knee, right hand behind, get tall, and then turn. And let's work this right shoulder in circles a couple times, one way, a couple times the other. And then send the shoulder as far back as you can, pressing into the right fingertips to turn. Keep turning to the right, but now turn the head to the left. Turn the head to the right again. Back over to the left, to the right for 2 deep breaths. And we'll inhale, come to center. Next inhalation, reach the arms up. Exhale, twist left. Get tall, straight left arm. And then when you're exhaling, you'll find that twisting action. Inhale, reaching the crown of the head up. Exhale, turning left. Take some circles with the shoulder. Left shoulder. Roll the other way. And then take the shoulder as far back as you can. Turn the head left. Keep turning left, but only move the head to the right. Move it back to the left. A couple more. And then once you turn the head to the left, 2 deep breaths. And we'll come to center. Reach the arms upwards. Start to lean back into the sitting bones and then begin to unwind the ankles, plant the feet. Let's keep the arms lifted and lift one leg. So coming into a variation of a boat posture. You can take both legs up if you'd like. 2 more breaths. We're going to be switching legs. So when you're ready, bring this foot down, extend the other leg. And exhale, lower the foot, lower the hands, come down to the back. Bring the knees into the chest once you're there. Might rock a little side to side. Okay, let's go ahead and find center and then take the feet and hold them with the hands. Lift the feet upwards, finding happy baby, Ananda Balasana. Finding a little motion here, whatever feels right. See if you can get to the point where you're experiencing the back of the legs. Noticing the calves, maybe the hamstrings. Now let's see if we can take a big transition today to a forward fold from here. Okay, so check in with the happy baby. You might be in happy baby, or you might start to lower the feet down. And we're going to start to rock forward and back. So you can do this with toes grasped, but at one point you'll be letting them go. So then finding the feet to the mat, pressing hands to the mat, and then folding, lifting the hips. I'm going to take about 5 deep breaths here. Remembering, if any transition or posture does not work for you, then you just simply work with it, work around it. Next inhalation will come up halfway, lengthen the spine, look forward, exhale, lower, inhale all the way up to standing, reach the arms up. On the exhale, take a side bend to the right. You can grasp the left wrist with the right fingertips, pull the arm up and over, inhale center, exhale left, inhale center, a couple more of these, just going at your pace. And once we're in center, palms together, draw the hands in. Take the shoulders in circles a few times. Okay, so with feet hip distance apart, shoulders back and down. Step the left foot to the back of the mat. We're going to find Warrior A, Virabhadrasana, letter Ka. Nice, strong lunge, back heel planted. Right knee lunging. If you can get right knee over ankle, you'll get a little bit more intensity. If you need less intensity, you can straighten the right leg a little bit. Now we'll go ahead and pull the pelvis in. Stretch the chest upwards. Take the arms down. Squeeze the shoulders back. Let the palms face forward. Now we'll start to take the arms upwards towards the sky. Let the palms face each other. Maybe increase the distance between the feet and take 2 deep breaths. What we're going to do is straighten the right leg and pivot to face the back of the mat. Come into Warrior A on the left side. So if you need, once you're here, to decrease the distance between the feet to give this back leg a chance, go ahead and do so. You might be okay. Check in with that. Pull the pelvis in. Stretch the chest up. Send the shoulders down. We're going to exhale into Warrior B. So when you're ready, take the left arm to face what is now forward, gazing past the left fingertips. So left leg and left arm in the same direction. Arms are to a strong T. Squeeze the shoulders back and down. Lift the chest, the crown of the head upwards. Maybe sink in a little further. Unfocus the eyes. Soft gaze. And then we'll straighten the left leg, pivot to face, pivot the feet to the front of the mat. So we're going to lunge into the right knee at this time. Warrior B, right side. Sink in a little bit more deeply. And then we'll straighten the right leg and pivot the feet so they're facing the left side of the mat. Take the hands down. Roll the shoulders again a few times. I'm going to take the hands behind, tailbone, interlace the fingers. Squeeze the shoulders back, look upwards. Exhale, fold forward. Once you fold, shift the toes to face inwards. Gonna release the arms and just hang loose. Maybe find a more active variation. Maybe separate the feet a little bit more. Let's actually go ahead and see how far we can separate the feet at this time. So blocks might come in handy. Maybe for forearms or even for the forehead. Or hands with arms straight. We're going to be here for about, let's say 10 breaths. So maybe 2 or 3 more breaths. And we're going to start to come out of this. Once you've lifted the trunk, start to heel toe the feet a little closer together, and then walk the hands to the front of the mat. Plant the palms, step the right foot back. You can come into a table posture or a plank posture. If you'd like to throw in a vinyasa here, you can. And then we're going to meet in table and lift the right leg behind. And as you exhale, take the knee to nose. Inhale, lift the leg, lift the head. Exhale, knee to nose. Take a few more of these. Going to lift the leg one more time and then set the right knee next to the right hand, slide the left leg back. So we're going to find a pigeon's posture, and we're going to see how much we can explore with this. So we're going to roll a little side to side. And then when you're ready, start to fold. Let's count 10 deep breaths. So before you start counting, actually, let me give you something to work with. So there is the concept of a seed sound, and using seed sounds to listen to those sounds as you breathe, which means you're going to hear them internally. So they're essentially the same, but there's different ones. So see which one works for you. We've practiced in Kundalini Sat, Nam. So on the inhale, you would hear Sat internally. On the exhale, you would hear Nam. Another version is So Hum. So on the inhale, you would hear So Hum or Sat Nam. Hung Sa is another Hung Sa or Hum Sa. So there's 4 variations. They're all so close to each other. So go ahead and see as you're here. We've been here for a minute. We're going to do this just for about 5 breaths, just listening to that sound. Okay, so we'll start to come out of this and take the left knee up, reach the right leg behind, finding spinal balance. We were just here a moment ago with some movement. Then bring this right foot between the hands and slide the left knee back. And then right from here, rise up into a crescent moon. Take the arms up. Then right hand comes down, or right forearm down to the right thigh. Take the left arm up and over for a side bend to the right. Take this left elbow now outside of the right knee, and then bring the palms together into a prayer position and twist to the right, gazing past the right elbow. Come back to center, reach the arms up. Now we're going to come back into a pigeon's posture. Take the hands to the inside of the right foot. Heel toe the right foot to the right first. Move this right leg around a little bit. Maybe drop the trunk a bit. And then lift. Left knee can come up, right leg can come back. Same side, pigeon's posture. Right knee to right hand, left leg slides back. Deep breath in, and then on the exhale, fold. And then come into that sound. So maybe, pick one. Hum, sa. That's very straightforward. Hum, sa. Hum, sa. About 2 more breaths. And then we will start to rise. Come back into that table and lift that right leg behind. And then this time bend the knee and maybe hold the right shin or right ankle or foot with the left hand. See if that's possible. If it's not working, if it's not possible, just keep that right leg lifted, maybe also bent. If it is working out, then you can go ahead and push the foot into the hand or the leg into the hand. Feel the left shoulder contract in the back of it and open in the front of it. Feel the back bending and strengthening. And then we'll exhale, lower. Next inhale, lift the left leg, lift the head, exhale, knee in, head down. Continue a few of these. We'll lift once more and then take the left knee to the left hand, slide the right leg back. We'll take a moment here to sway a little bit and feel this out. And then when you're ready, start to fold. So we're here for about 90 seconds. Maybe use that sound, internal sound. Okay, we'll start to come out of this. Once you bring the right knee up, take the left leg back, and then bring this left foot down between the hands, slide the right knee back. We'll rise up to a crescent moon. You're going to find that side bend, left hand to the left thigh, right arm up and over. We're going to twist, so we'll take the right elbow outside the left knee or the upper arm outside the left thigh, palms together. Draw the low belly in, give yourself some space to twist into. Gaze past the left elbow. Another deep breath. We're going to come back to center, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands down to the inside of the left foot, heel toe the left foot to the left. I'm going to find some movement with this left leg. Okay. From here, take the left leg, draw the right knee up a little bit first, get some support. Take the left leg behind. And then from here, I actually don't remember which came first. I think we come back into a pigeon's posture first, and then we're going to find those back bends. So go ahead and find that, lower down. Come into that strong breath. And we'll start to rise up. Take the left leg behind, this feels right. And then from here, bend that left leg. Maybe this is it right here. This is a lot of strengthening in the back, so this is really good. Or maybe you incorporate the upper body, take right hand to left leg or foot, and then kick into that hand. And let the shoulder blade move with this. And release. We're going to rest in a child's posture for a few breaths. Lowering hips, lowering head. Knees can be together or apart as long as the forehead has a place to rest. Bring a nice clearing breath in. And we're going to rise and come down to the back. Now once you're on the back, you can bring the knees into the chest, nice big squeeze, and then we will be finding a bridge posture, Setu Bandhasana. There's many variations, so always feel free to take the variation that works for you. I've been enjoying the variation with my feet on the block, so I'm going to go into that. But either way, we're going to plant the feet down, and they'll be hips distance apart. Then we'll start to walk shoulders back towards each other. Pull the pelvis in, lift the hips, and then continue to walk shoulders back. Maybe interlace fingers and press arms down. If that's too much, might be a little tight in the chest and the shoulders, you can keep forearms lifted and push into the elbows. Draw the knees towards each other like you're squeezing something in between them. Now pull up on the pelvic floor. Two more breaths. And exhale, lower. We're going to be rocking back and forward until we come into a forward fold, just like we did before. Use the hands, fold right over the legs. Next inhale, come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, lower. Inhale all the way up. Find side bends, a couple cycles. Once you find center, take the hands behind, interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulders back, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Now you might want blocks handy for this next spot. So go ahead and lower the hands down, take a couple deep breaths. And then we will come up halfway and step the left foot to the back of the mat, bring the left knee down. So take this foot far back, the left knee behind the hips, and then we're going to rise and come to, again, this variation of a crescent moon. It's a nice low lunge with the back knee down. Sink in. So you want to feel this section open up where this left leg creases. We want to feel it really, really open. And now from here, you have some options. You can stay right here, or you can bring the weight back into this left knee, which I'm going to recommend this, at least at some point, and then straighten the right leg. Flex the right foot. Hands can be to the hips. Then we'll start to hinge forward. So we can feel the back of the right leg at this point. Now you have options. You can have hands to the right leg, hands to the hips, hands to the mat, hands to blocks. Just do your best to keep the spine long. So if that means you've got to be up a little higher than you'd like, that's okay. Go up a little higher. The point of this is to work with the back of the right leg. So check in with this leg. You might want to move the ankle, flex and point a few times, loosen things up. And then eventually you might start to let go into this. But your version of letting go might be a little deeper by taking the left knee back and the right foot forward, so that you might be practicing a bit of a side splits. Some options there. You can take a block to the back of the right leg. You can use blocks for hands. Wherever you are, that's where you are. Take deep breaths. I'm going to say about 5 more deep breaths. Start to come out of this carefully. So you're going to need, if you were fairly low, you're going to need to use the strength of the arms and the belly to lift that leg and take it back. And then from here, we will be finding table posture. Step right up to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, release down. It's going to feel really imbalanced, so do your best to stand in a balanced way. Rise up to standing. Take a couple side bends, both sides. Feel the difference between the left Lower body, the right side, feeling in the legs and the hips. Notice where you might still feel some tightness, particularly certain spots in the left leg, certain spots in the right leg. Just check in. And then we'll go ahead and bring the hands behind the tailbone, squeeze the shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Release the arms. And now we'll step the right foot to the back of the mat. Take the right knee down, far back, behind the hips. Lift the trunk. Hands can stay right to the hips. So you might linger here a little longer. Or you might bring the weight back into this right knee and straighten the left leg. You can find the trunk lowering a little bit towards the left leg so we can increase the stretch in the back of the body, back of the leg, the back as well. Might move this foot, flexing, pointing, loosening up. And then you might start to lower a little bit more. You might take the right leg back. Notice if the breath becomes erratic. Want to stabilize it. See if you can keep the mind relaxed as you're getting deeper and deeper. Couple deep breaths left. Start to find your way out. And let's rest in a position that feels right to you after whatever it is that you just did, right? You know how your body feels. This practice helps us learn more and more about that. And then we're going to find our way to seated, sitting up tall, ankles crossed, or foot in front of shin. Take a twist to one side, nice deep breath. A twist to the other side. And then hands to the knees. Circle the shoulders a few times. Circle the other way. We're going to cross the left arm in front of the chest, or the right arm, whichever. Hook that arm with the opposite. pulling this arm in closer and closer, feeling the back of the shoulder stretch and open. This arm that you're holding, now you'll take it upwards, bend the arm, fingers to that elbow, opposite fingers to the elbow, pressing the arm center and back, and then pulling the head in as well to increase the stretch. Feeling the tricep open, maybe finding a bind behind the back if that's available. Softening muscles in the face. Release this arm and then switch. Cross the opposite arm in front of the chest, hook that arm in, pull. Take this arm, the extended arm up and overhead. Opposite fingers to that elbow. Drawing it back center, bringing the head inwards. Strengthening the back of the neck while we're opening up the tricep. We're getting ready to rest, so this might be a good time to come back into that seed sound and listen to that internal sound, the inhale, the exhale. This is a tool for meditation, so getting us into a deeper state in the mind. Release the arm, drop the chin to the chest, couple circles with the head, couple circles one way and a couple the other. Okay, once you've gone through those circles, you can shake the head out, bring the head to center. Now check in, look into the body, experience it. Notice if there's any tightness in any area. And if you'd like to work with that first before resting, feel free. I can sense that another back bend will serve me. Follow that with anything else that feels right. If you're ready for Shavasana, go right there. And then whenever you're ready, find your resting position. Maybe it's another opening, chest opening position as we started. Give yourself this time to completely let go of the body. Also let go of the mind at this time. No need to control the mind. No need to control the breath. Just be in this experience and let go and rest. Slowly begin to direct your attention now. Before we didn't have to direct it anymore, but bring it back now and point your attention towards the body. Now point it towards the breath. Point it towards the crown of the head. Release the crown of the head. Point it towards the forehead. Release the forehead. Point it towards the throat. Relax the throat. Point it towards the heart center. Relax the heart center. Feel the openness of the chest. Feel the openness of the heart. Our spiritual development really depends on the openness of the heart. So see now if you can take a few deep breaths and expand that space a little bit more. And relax that space a little bit more. Expanding and relaxing. Expanding and relaxing. And then begin to move the hands and the feet. Begin to move the arms, the legs. And then find your way to seated to seal the practice. We're going to take a moment now to think of others. We thought about ourselves in the beginning of the practice, what this practice means for us. Now let's think of others. And we're going to chant or listen to the mantra Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy, healthy, and free from suffering. We'll start with Om and then follow that with Om Shanti. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I honor the light in you that is the same light in me. Namaste. Thank you. I hope you had a lovely week. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. And I wish you all love and peace. See you soon.